$150,000. Would you let a horse kick you in the thigh?
How much again?
$100,000. They're not covering the 100. It's just $100,000. A horse gets to fucking kick you in the thigh.
Which foot from the horse?
It
It does matter. Like, are they rearing up and then hitting me with the front hoof, or am I getting the back?
Yeah, you're in the back.
Absolutely not. Because I know my fucking frail ass body is gonna snap like a twig.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you're
be.
fucked.
Yeah,
I will
I'm not-
die immediately.
Yeah.
I'm not sure 100K is even going to cover the injuries of like a femur split in half. That's pretty rough.
What happened to
If I recall, that bone is the one that's the most painful to break and the hardest to heal
It's
in
the
the body.
largest bone in the body, I believe.
Well, no, that's your penis, but the second largest, yes, is the one that's in your thigh,
Your penis is longer than your thigh?
and it's a bone.
Huh.
What happened to the carpet?
The dog pee all over it.
That's sad.
Was there carpet in here?
Yeah. It was nice.
Was there?
Yeah.
Oh, there was like a rug. See,
Yeah,
that's where-
it wasn't carpet. It was a rug.
I was
Sorry, I'm being
confused.
quiet because I'm taking my drugs. I have
So
to-
many drugs.
It's not that many.
I mean, it fills up like a quarter of the table. When
It'd
you,
be
like, pour
really
it all
funny.
out. It's a long table.
One of these days, if we get rich off of this podcast, I'm going to buy Tetsuo's throne from Akira, and I'm just going to fill the little hole that he had pills in with kratom. I'm just going to sit there shoveling kratom into my mouth.
I hope you get I hope if that happens, you get like really obese, like just obscenely obese, like 600-pound life, and you just become Jabba the Hutt.
Well, then he'd just be more like Lord Slug.
Oh my God.
I mean, like, you
You
said
go to-
that like
you
I'm
go-
not morbidly obese now.
You
You're
can-
like, I hope you get more fat.
No, like 600 pounds.
Yeah, like I am right now.
Yeah, you're not 600. You're like 400.
Yeah, I'm like 425. You know, you can shave off a little bit.
You're not 600 pounds.
You're 2/3 of the way there at
Yes,
best.
absolutely.
Like if you were 600, you wouldn't be able to move if you were 600
You'll
pounds.
never make it on my 600-pound life at this rate.
Yeah.
You need to try harder.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
that
I need to
doctor's
get
never
fatter.
going to give you a surgery.
What's his name? Dr. Key? Dr. Peel?
Doctor.
Yeah, he's got some.
He's very Middle Eastern.
Dr. Sarkon.
Sargon of Akkad.
Sarkon these nuts.
How did we both do that?
Because
That
we
was weird.
both watch degenerate YouTube.
I don't
I
know.
guess- I guess
Is that
we
is
kinda do.
Sargon a guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. To be fair, I think I actually heard of him first through internet comment etiquette.
Oh, let's do the intro. Welcome to AnythingCast. I'm Patrick.
I'm Eric.
I'm Sargon Will.
Thank you for coming on the show, Sargon. I've heard a lot about you. You're so. How are the ring wraiths? Is that that's Sargon, right? Is that him?
You know, he's trolling you on purpose.
That's the guy.
It's bait, Will. Don't take it. Don't take it, Will.
Instead,
What
get
is
out
that
your
guy's name?
get out your Sauron.
What was his boyfriend's name?
Saruman.
Saruman was Sauron's boyfriend?
Yeah,
I mean, he was.
he
a boy,
was like
and
he was the
his friend.
old ass fucking man. Which
Is
one
that
of them
why
was the top?
Sauron? Is that why Sauron? I think it was Saruman.
Probably.
But
Yeah.
wasn't he like the
He
rebellious?
shoves the Palantir into
wasn't he
his
the
ass.
rebellious angel?
Yeah, he was the rebellious. I mean, like, if you want to be like legitimate about it, then Sauron.
I feel like
was
if you
the-
start a rebellion, you have to be a top.
Okay, that's not true. Lucifer is definitely a bottom.
No,
let's be
not
honest
not
here.
at all.
Lucifer
No,
gives
not
off
at all.
so
What do you-
much bottom energy.
What are you talking
He
about?
literally
He started
does,
a rebellion. What are
he
you talking
literally
about?
crawls across the earth on his stomach.
Everything about
He
Lucifer
a
is
snake.
being independent and taking control.
I feel like
But-
Lucifer.
So he's a power top. He's a power bottom. So what?
Lucifer is
Okay,
like a top
I
and
think
a bottom
I'm
simultaneously.
Wait, okay. No, I think actually, you know what? I think I'm on your side. Lucifer is the top. Jesus is the bottom in that relationship.
No, Jesus is a bottom. For
Jesus
sure.
got really.
Yeah, no, very
Wait, was that
passive.
this show where we said
Hey, man.
getting crucified is bottom energy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look,
That's,
the devil said bend
No, that
over,
was
and
super
Jesus
mega.
said,
You're lying. We didn't
Jesus
say that.
turned the other cheek.
yeah, that was what he meant. Yeah, the apostles. That word's ruined for me now because of Berserk. I can't even like hear apostles without thinking about like magical
Did you
monsters.
see that they're making a new Jesus movie?
Yeah, the Passion of the Christ 2.
Yeah.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Like that. The fact is that was such a joke in the first place. Like, there's a Family Guy bit of like,
Yeah,
you know,
where
Jesus
the
is
Mel
back
Gibson
and,
Jesus and
Yeah,
Moses
yeah.
Fight the Roman Empire with AK-47s.
yeah,
I
like
believe.
for real. Like
It's a famous meme.
It's such a dumb joke. It's such a dumb idea to remake or not remake. I guess. What if that's what he's doing? The Passion of the Christ 2 is just he's remaking it. with AI this time?
I don't know. I've heard a lot of arguments lately that like our culture has stagnated since like the 2000s started.
A lot of arguments recently?
Yes.
Okay. Because that seems like such an old argument.
Yeah,
in
it's
my
because
head, I'm like,
we're a dying empire.
oh yeah. Well, I don't know
Like,
about
think
dying.
of-
Trump is president now, so I don't. We're kind of like rejuvenated.
See,
We're auditing ourselves with a baby on
I
our
was-
shoulders.
I was listening to these economics people talk,
Yeah.
and they were
That's such a vague sentence. I was listening to these
people talk.
These economic people.
Well, that's
you
what
know,
they
like,
are.
you know,
They
like
study
those
what they-
guys,
they
you
study-
know?
yeah, they study economics.
They
Yeah.
know the numbers.
Yeah, I was listening to a fucking bean counter.
Now,
He's referring to Spanish people.
Listen, man,
He's referring to Mexicans.
Listen, I'm a dock worker. If you know numbers, you're better than me, I guess.
Yeah.
But they were basically saying that Trump was just it was of course like a reactionary move from basically a lot of problems that America is facing, like the housing crisis, the drug epidemic, inflation, all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And it's just like this reactionary attempt at a failing empire to try and slow down the fall, basically.
Yeah, or like curb it. Because I could really see. It really depends on what you mean by the fall. Because if it's a matter of like Rome falls and
I
then it's not
personally
a
think
thing
it's
anymore.
us balkanizing.
Yeah, if it's balkanizing, or if it's just we get one good Caesar and then he turns it all around, which just seems to be what like a lot of people think.
Have you seen the stock market?
I have. It's not nearly as bad as people are saying it is.
I
which
disagree.
Is so weird
it
to
fell like 200 points, then like went steady for a little bit, and then has been on like a steady decline, go steady decline.
Yeah, that's like just the Dow though. Like I
Isn't
like
that
every
the
other
important one?
stock.
Isn't that like the important one though?
No, that's just one hedge fund.
I
out
gotta
of
be
like the 20.
completely honest. Looking at the stock market nowadays, now that I am almost 36 years old, I can confidently say that I understand the stock market exactly as much as I did the first time I saw it on TV.
I pay attention to the stock market. I mean, like some stocks are going up. Some stocks are doing great
My
right
only
now.
credentials
And
is
some are doing
that I
bad.
can say
Yes,
is
I
I've
get
read the
that.
Little Red Book.
Yeah, okay.
He knows.
He knows too
knows.
much.
No, not the Chinese the American Little Red Book.
It's got, the one that's got Mao on the cover.
No,
the
yeah.
Little Red
I
Book.
need to read that one, but
Yeah,
the one I read is
The one that has a cross on it?
Actually, the guy who invented the what is it called? The Admiral 500 trade, basically, where it's like, God, what is it called? The Vanguard trade. The guy who founded Vanguard wrote the book.
Okay, that's another hedge fund, Vanguard,
Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
he founded that.
Okay. I mean, like, there's tons of hedge funds.
Index fund. He's the man who promoted index funds.
The Dow Jones goes down and then people lose their goddamn minds, but Aurora Cannabis goes up by 60%. And I'm like, well, the stock market's doing well if you invested in the right things. If you're investing in hedge funds,
That's
then
like
it's a bad time.
universally
See that,
true
Elon?
at all times, regardless of how well the stock market is
yeah.
doing. It's like, well, it would be well if you invested in the things that didn't go down.
Yeah, see?
That's like saying
I
you'd
am
be
a
doing
stock
great if
market
you don't
genius.
fuck up.
Well, at least what you're saying is that whatever I said, I'm not lying.
I don't disagree with
see,
you.
I'm right.
Did
I'm
you
right.
see-
Just like all the time, I'm
Did
right.
you see that Elon Musk is bidding like $91 billion to buy OpenAI?
I did see that. I wonder, realistically, is it because he wants to like...
Can you just do that? Like, if you're rich enough, can you just be like, let's say you start a company and you're like a guitar man maker and guy, and you're making like
I'm what now?
you're a guitar guy making guy.
Guitar man making guy.
Okay,
Yeah.
is that the name of
He
my
makes
company?
little figures
Yeah.
of men
Okay,
playing
yeah.
guitars
Hell
that
yeah.
function.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's guitar man
And
making
let's say
guy.
you get really big, but I'm like some rich guy, right?
Yes.
Can I just go to a judge and be like, hey judge, I'm gonna give this guy $100 billion for his company, and the judge is like, "What? Damn, that's a whole lot of money. Sell it. Go ahead."
Well,
Yeah, that's exactly how
I think realistically,
How does this work?
I mean, it's,
I
what you're
think
talking
it's
about is...
more likely that most of these things you're referring to that a billionaire would even want in the first place are multi-million dollar, like, publicly traded companies.
Yes.
With like stocks that literally you could go to the store and buy right now. And if there's 50,000 stocks and you buy 26,000 of them, congratulations.
Yeah, you're the majority
You're now
stakeholder.
the majority stakeholder
Yeah,
of that
so
company.
the way it works is that, like, it's like, okay, they're a publicly traded company. Whoever's in charge of it now owns 51% of the company, and you offer to buy that 51% for a figure.
And here's the trick. If you're a man who fashions individual Guitar Man figures in his basement and hand makes them in the classic Venezuelan style.
Oh, yeah, that classic Venezuelan style we all know.
With the little sombreros and everything.
Yeah, Venezuela's known for its sombreros. They're definitely the exact
They love
same.
them.
Yeah, that's what they're known for.
It's their favorite thing.
I'm not questioning it.
But
That and tacos. I mean, yeah.
Have a grape.
No, I don't like grapes.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, like, I'll have one every now and again, but I don't really like. I don't prefer the taste of grape, either artificial or real.
Crazy.
You know,
That
I'm
is
more
crazy.
of like I'm an apple guy.
But to finish that last point there,
Sprinkle that into the microphone for me, real
for
quick.
that guy, I believe
Yes,
that
I know.
the point is, if you were a billionaire, you would just go to that guy and be like, "Hey,
I'll make you a billionaire."
here's $13 million just to make Guitar Mans for me."
Yeah.
And he'd be like, "Okay."
No,
Because,
he would
like,
say,
he would-
he would say, "I'm retiring. This was the goal of the business all along." Like that. It's just there's so many
If he has
businesses
other
that
people,
that's
could, yeah, like
that's
yeah,
what it
I
is.
mean,
Like I knew a guy who worked for the company that set up the like Google thing where if you ask for flights, then it shows up on Google. If you're like, how many flights are going out of Georgia and going to Texas? You just pull it up and it lists them all. It gets like Expedia and United Airways and like all the things. It lists them at the top of Google. He worked for the company that did that for Google. That was what they did for a living. So Google saw that and then they're like, we'll buy it. We want it, right? So it'll be like a Google branded thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they did. And then everybody who owned stocks got like a bajillion dollars. And then they didn't work at the company anymore, but they were all rich. So, like sometimes the idea, especially if you're like making programs and shit, the whole plan is to sell it eventually. You don't want to fucking work. You want to sell what you make.
Actually, funnily enough, that's where a lot of the times what happens, and this is where the labor comes in.
The guitar man making man labor?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like the people who like are founding the company and like first buying the stocks, they all get out and it's all good. But damn,
Yes.
poor the people making the fucking guitar mans because
Well,
they get
could-
laid off basically.
Yeah. They could either get laid off or like if you're like a company that, where it says on the back of 18-wheelers was like 100% employee owned.
Yeah.
Then that means that if the company gets bought, you get a sick fucking check for like,
yeah?
$100,000.
That's good.
Yeah. So the idea is like, if you
when
work
they
for
buy
us,
that stock, they're buying it from you.
yeah, they have to buy it from
I
everybody,
need people
basically.
to buy my stock then.
Yeah.
So in other words, you're literally invested in the company.
Yeah. If
Uh-huh.
you,
Therefore, company successful, company gets sold, company investors get paid.
I'm invested.
yeah. Do you get stock options at the company you work for?
Not the one I'm in, but about 2 jobs ago.
2 jobs. Okay. Yeah.
Well, that must
how's
be
that
very
working out
helpful.
for you?
It's doing okay.
That rules.
I get a report every now and again.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Hell yeah. Is it?
Oh, so you still have the stocks?
Oh yeah.
You got like
Well, fuck
26
yeah,
of them
never
bitches?
mind.
Like how many
No,
are we
it's like
talking?
it's like 9,000, I think.
9,000
Oh.
of the stock?
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot of anything.
Fairly decent amount, yeah.
Yeah, like how much are they what's
You have 9,000 stock or $9,000 worth
Yeah,
of
is it
stock?
$9,000 worth? That's a very different thing.
No. It's like 9,000 stock. I mean, it's not worth that much. It's just like
Some shitty company that's only like penny stocks.
no, it is. It's like it's a small retail,
Ah, gay. Okay.
and that's like their retirement thing. If you just invest there long enough, it builds up over time.
Did you guys hear we're gonna die in 2032?
Yeah, from
Cool.
a meteor.
Yeah,
The
meteor.
apocalypse, it's finally coming.
Or is it an
Yeah.
asteroid?
It's an asteroid. Yeah, it's an
cares?
asteroid that has a
What do you mean, who
2.2%
cares?
chance of hitting Earth.
We have to be accurate.
Yeah, we have to be cool about this.
If we're not accurate, we'll be spreading misinformation, Eric.
It's called the 2024 YR4 asteroid.
You stare at it be hard. Eat these grapes. I'm just saying.
Well, you're just getting stoned and eating grapes. Like, what's that? I don't know. There's a
What's
certain
wrong with it?
There's a certain
Grape-eating
quality to it that's
motherfucker.
entertaining to watch. You just stuff your fucking face endlessly like Bacchus.
I'm a little ape boy.
Yeah, you're a Greek god sitting over there just eating your goddamn grapes and getting high.
I don't know, dude. You know, it's the same as everything else. You can't tell me the world is ending. One, I know it's gonna end. Everything that begins ends. I'm fine with that. I already came to peace with that.
I brought
Two,
it up for a cool reason, though.
like, you know, everyone who's ever predicted the end of the world has had a 100%
Success rate.
Well, the
The
reason
world has ended so many
world-
times.
the reason it is
so many
alarming
times.
is it is the highest chance a meteor or an asteroid has ever been.
Yeah, yeah.
3% chance.
Yeah, it's 2.2%.
Did
yeah.
it go down? Because I heard it was at 3%.
No, people probably just were being annoying and rounding up. As of today, it has a 2.2% chance of hitting Earth and destroying like a large major city. China has set up a planetary defense unit.
Neat.
And so they're the vanguard.
Man,
And all
a
the countries.
PDU,
Chinese space lasers. Yay!
I mean, like, weirdly enough,
PDU.
we're in a world,
what about
dude.
PBU? What are you talking about?
That's just a lame
PDU
acronym.
is what he's saying. They're gross.
Yeah, why not PDF? China Planetary Defense Force.
You know what? That would be better.
Yeah, right.
But that also looks like it's an acronym for pedophile.
They would just.
Yeah, people are already
Yeah, me and the
like,
boys.
subbing out PDF
We're
file.
a couple of PDFs, you know what I'm saying?
He's a bit of a PDF file. If you catch my drift, you know. People are already using that on the internet. I didn't come
Yeah.
up with that. Like, you know,
Yeah, that was
that's
probably
been a
the
thing
reason.
for a minute.
I mean, they probably didn't want to out themselves. I mean, every Chinese man is a pedophile, but they didn't want to like just put a megaphone in
Yeah.
front of that.
Almost
There
seems
goes-
like an
There goes the
intolerant.
Chinese viewers. Thank God we still have the Brazilian
Thank
viewers.
God we've only got like 1 million Chinese viewers. The 2 Brazilian viewers, they're keeping us going strong.
Hey, I love our Brazilian viewers.
Yeah, I mean, Brazil sounds like a hellhole, but like it's I love them. I don't want to be them, but I love them.
Is Brazil a hellhole?
Well, they're brown, so yes. By my way of looking at the world, they don't live in a white ethno state, so
man.
yes, I have to say
All I have to-
equivocally, Brazil is it's a godforsaken land.
All I have to say on the topic is jungle and sea. That's all I gotta say.
That's Brazilian, if for everybody who didn't catch that. That's
I don't give a
he was
fuck about
speaking
the Brazilian government. You know
That's
which
what-
government I was
That's
talking
what he
to.
said in Brazilian.
I just want to be very clear on my stance on certain topics.
What else we got? Oh yeah. Do you think that Elon Musk is wanting to buy that fucking OpenAI thing because of DeepSeek?
I don't know
Yeah.
what the fuck.
Yeah, he's probably like,
He said he wanted to make it free.
make it free.
His comment that I remember is
Oh, might as well eat it.
essentially it boils down to
Yeah,
you could sum it up to be
guitar making man. Yeah,
that
that's what I like to think of Elon Musk as. He's like more of a guitar man making man guy. You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
He said that he thought it'd be better for OpenAI in order for it to be competitive. It needed to be free.
But it is free.
free to
Isn't Open-
download.
It reminds
It
me
is
of
like you can go to chatgpt.com right now and use it for free. It's not like it doesn't cost money.
I don't know how it works.
there we
But
go.
that
We
is-
got there.
Yeah.
But that is what he said.
Yeah.
Like, that's what he tweeted.
He said, "I don't know how it works."
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how it works. I'm just saying what I remember Elon tweeting was in
you
order
not
for it to
use-
be better. No, I don't.
You don't use ChatGPT for anything?
I don't need it.
You just don't. You can just go to www.chatgpt.com. Use it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I got this. I just was like, "Hey, tell me what is in the news."
I don't know what he's talking about then.
I mean, like he's probably being like, "Oh, we should make it open source."
Oh, yeah,
like,
probably that.
So like everybody can make it cool, and then we'd have the best AI. That's how Elon talks, isn't it? He's
Maybe.
got like a
I don't
weird,
really know a whole lot about the AI stuff
He has
other
a
than
weird
like
vocal.
He's got a
cadence.
weird,
it makes neat art every now and again,
yeah.
and I
sometimes.
see it on Instagram.
He
Somewhere
stood
between South Africa and autism. He just sounds a little weird,
yes, very much so.
especially to American ears.
I realized yesterday or the day before that Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII is just Chris Chan, but he's hot. I mean, like,
Go
does that
on.
mean anything to anybody? Like, can you not see what I'm like? He's just a socially autistic guy who doesn't know how to react to anything, including women and other people. All he knows is how to fight things, and he got that by emulating another thing. And he's like autistically obsessed with a thing, like Chris Chan is. He's like, just replace Sonichu with Sephiroth, and Cloud is just Chris Chan. He just doesn't know how to do anything, and he like girls hit on him, and he just gets flustered. And all he knows how to do is like swing a sword around and be a soldier, and even kind of he's just faking that all the time.
Bro, you're just
I remember
describing
that one
me
scene
in
where he
high
raped his
school.
mom.
Yeah, that was my favorite scene in Final Fantasy VII. His mom is hot though,
Bro,
in the new
flustered,
Final Fantasy VII.
flustered around women, no riz, only knows how to swing a sword around, but kind of not really. And it's just fake. You're just describing me in high school.
Yeah, you were
I mean-
autistic. You were an autistic guy in high school.
Yep, being too general here.
No,
A lot of guys you can describe that way. I'm just saying.
Is there going to be any porn of Cloud's mom? Patrick, go see if you can find any porn of Cloud's mom.
Cloud's mom?
Yeah, Cloud's mom is hot in the new game.
Oh.
Yeah, she's fucking hot as
Then
shit.
yes, definitely. It's been out long enough.
She just looks like Cloud except for a hot mom.
Oh, did they
Give me
finally?
that.
I remember they like when they first released that.
Will's trying to take my drink away from me just slowly, right in front of my face, as if I wouldn't notice if he did it slow enough. What about the game? What?
Shit.
I've been playing Final Fantasy Rebirth, and it's so far it's fun.
Yes,
That's good.
that was what I was thinking of. Final Fantasy Rebirth. I remember when they first released it. They first released like just the part where you were in like the city.
Remake, yeah. So like the
They
very
finished
first
it
game.
now, yeah.
No, there's just like
There's
now
still
you
just
get
that?
now you get to like Eris dies, and then
Really?
yeah,
They're still not there yet.
No, there's gonna be like a third game. There might be 4 of them really, but they were basically making one game out of each disc.
And there'd be 3.
Yeah, I think Final Fantasy 7 had 3 discs.
7 had 3, 4.
Yeah, 4 had
8 had 4.
Yeah, 8 had 4, and then 9 also had 4. I think.
That sounds right.
Yeah, and then 10
And then
had
10 had
1, and
1.
then we all lost our minds collectively and jacked off to Yuna and Riku.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
So much.
God damn. Still to this day, sometimes I look up some of that shit just to be like, let's visit an old favorite. You know?
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Are you a Yuna or a Riku guy? And by Riku, I mean the one from Kingdom Hearts. Still a hard choice, I know.
Riku.
Hey,
Yes.
I got a question.
What? What? Talk! Speak, mortal!
You got this.
You're
got
so
this.
high.
Don't be
You're so
intimidated.
stoned.
Do you
got
think,
this.
Yeah?
Do you think whales have vocal cords?
Yes. Yes, they do.
They do not.
You talk. I mean, what is that giant vibrating noise they
So,
make with their
It
like?
turns out what they have is, hold on, I gotta pull the thing out.
You don't even know.
It's
you
a,
do-
I
you
do
don't
know,
even-
it's a fat. It's a fat.
It's a fat. It's a fat. It's a fat.
Hold on,
Okay.
I
It's
can
a
explain it,
facsimile
but
of
I
a
gotta
vocal
pull up
cord
the
on a
thing.
gigantic fish mammal.
I gotta pull up a thing to see.
It's a pretty hot and tempting, is what it is. It's
Yeah.
PHAT.
It's not quite vocal cords.
Not quite vocal cords.
Yeah.
Well, they do look.
Your eyes are like half open. You're so high.
My God.
You're so fucking stoned. You're just sitting there scrolling through your phone. You look hilarious right
Look,
now.
Do you have some Excedrin or something that I
Yeah,
could have?
yeah, I do. I got
Says-
shit. You want some right now?
humans
Yeah.
and other
Okay.
mammals.
I'm getting that. little
Ibuprofen,
tickle.
okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Give me like 4. Go nuts. Sprinkle some Coke on that shit.
Go nuts.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
what were you gonna say a second ago?
So, unlike humans and other mammals, baleen whales don't have teeth or vocal cords. Instead, their voice boxes. In their voice boxes, they have U-shaped tissue that allows them to breathe in massive amounts of air. And,
Wait, it's shaped like him?
yeah,
Yes.
and a
Eric-shaped tissue.
I am shaped like a large amount of tissue from a baleen whale.
in a U shape.
A U
and and a large cushion of fat and muscle not seen in other animal species Whales sing by pushing the tissue against the fat and muscle cushion.
Damn, cushion for the pushing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Damn.
Whales out here.
Whales are the throat goat canonically.
Yes. Whales fucking their own throat to speak.
Well, I know that if you get like right in front of like a sperm whale, I think it was a
Humpback.
sperm whale.
Humpback.
Was it a humpback?
Yeah.
Is that the one?
The
That's the one
whale
that'll
of
kill
Hermes
you.
is my name,
Yeah.
fucking my own throat to keep me tame.
Basically, if you were sitting right outside of a big enough whale and it decided to say hello loud enough,
Oh, yeah, it would
your
kill
organs
you.
would shatter.
Yeah.
Like the amount of noise it was making.
That's why it's like
underwater.
it's really dangerous to approach whales. Like if you see one in the wild or something, you're scuba diving, you're not supposed to like get really close to them because like if they won't like
shock
kill
and
you?
awe. Animals bigger than buses could potentially
Yeah,
be
or-
dangerous.
What
Yeah.
whale would you least want to be in the open water with?
sperm, obviously
whale.
gay.
Sperm.
Yeah, gay. Absolutely not. Not having it. No, sir.
I agree. Orcas
Killer
would
whale.
be terrifying.
I agree. Sperm
We've been
is
sl-
gross.
They were cool like, 40, 50 years ago, but we've slowly convinced them to like not be our friends anymore.
It's true.
Dude,
And
gay guy.
they are
They're
like
slowly
the
learning
most
generational
violent.
hate.
How about this gay guy
They're
who goes
fucking
out?
smart. Okay?
They're
That's why
slowly learning generational hate. They're attacking boats.
I put down us going to SeaWorld. Because they still have some orcas there. I was just like, no, hon. Literally, I know too much about orcas. I wouldn't be able to enjoy it anymore.
Dude, how about
Like-
I
this?
have to keep telling my mom I just won't do a cruise.
Oh, I'll cruise all fucking day.
Nah.
But
Gay guy who goes out whaling to kill sperm whales so he
knew
can
way too
harvest
much.
the sperm from them. Oh, I know they got the good stuff. I'm gonna go find them bitches.
look
They're
at
out
that
there.
big, fat, throbbing boy. I'm about to get all the sperm out of him. About to get me a
I
white
know
whale.
exactly what I'm out here doing. I know exactly who I am, and I know exactly what I'm looking for.
I've got a big spear, and I am ready to thrust
just-
it into my prey.
He just pierces a whale through the heart and kills it.
He's a real
Yeah.
good fisherman. It's like, bro, went all queequeg on me here. What the fuck?
Immediately, like,
Jumps in, starts gutting
it
it.
starts bleeding. He just starts like drinking the blood.
It tastes different than I remember, but you know what? I'll get whatever I
Do you
can
guys
get.
remember Flapjack?
I
Yes.
remember it. And my ex-girlfriend really liked it.
I thought
Yeah.
it was cute.
Yeah, we talked about this, didn't we?
I don't know.
My ex-girlfriend really liked Flapjack, and I thought it was, I just wanted to
I
fuck.
keep seeing random clips of
She
it.
wanted to watch Flapjack, and I just wanted to have sex.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think those two things have to be mutually exclusive.
they did for her. I mean,
Apparently-
what are you going to do?
Dolphins.
Well, yeah.
What about him?
Apparently.
They
Dolphins.
work differently.
That's it. Damn.
It's apparent, my friend.
True. Fucking get him.
They work differently.
From what? what are you from Flapjack? Okay. You're almost a conversation, Patrick.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna go to work tomorrow and start a conversation that way. Be like, so apparently dolphins. Apparently what? They work different.
Apparently.
And I'm just gonna walk away. That's fucking good ass conversation right there. God damn. A friend of mine threw himself under an 18-wheeler yesterday.
That's tragic.
It was really fucking tragic.
They get cut in half.
No, he's got a broken.
Like he's cutting in half this humorous moment here. Like, what the fuck?
You're supposed to keep laughing.
My friend.
Keep laughing. It was hilarious.
My friend tragically died yesterday.
He's still
in a horrible
alive.
automotive
He's
accident.
still alive. He got.
Was he in a car?
No, he was on the side of the road and he threw himself in front of an 18-wheeler.
Oh, so this was a suicide attempt.
yeah, it was a suicide attempt.
How did he
Also, we
survive?
just got demonetized. I'm so sorry.
We were already demonetized.
I know.
Don't worry about it. Apparently, dolphins. Eric.
Apparently.
Stop doing that. Stop trying to take my drink. He he was in the hospital, right? And then the hospital called like the fucking homeless shelter in Memphis and asked if they have any free beds. And then they said yes. So they put him on a Greyhound and sent him up to Memphis to go there. Not thinking the Greyhound bus stop that he stopped at was 3 hours away from the homeless shelter. and he's autistic and has like the mental capacity of like a 12-year-old. So he's up there alone with no phone, only the clothes on his back, and he's just scared and 2 hours from home. And like, wow. So he gets depressed, and we're like, his grandfather's going to get him and everything, and then he gets there and he can't find him. And then he's calling around trying to find him, and turns out he's in the hospital. And he's like, he threw himself in front of an 18-wheeler. Because he got like scared, probably suicidal, didn't know where he fucking was. He was home away from home, whatever.
That's a wacky way for a brain to function.
I know, right?
Get scared, get suicidal. Let's
be honest, he was probably suicidal first.
Yeah.
And then got scared and then didn't want to be alive anymore.
Big lemur energy.
Yeah, big. If I recall,
lemurs
it was
famously suicidal. They jump in front of cars constantly out of pure depression.
What actually happened was Jesus cast the spirit out of the people of Memphis and into him, and then had him run under the 18-wheeler.
So he was a martyr.
Yes, he was a martyr. That's right.
He took all the
even though he's
spirits.
still alive, he was a martyr.
Oh, he was a shitty martyr.
Yeah, he was badass.
He didn't do it right.
He's got broken ribs and a broken whatever this thing is, the cocula or whatever.
Oh, the clavicle?
Clavicle, yeah, that one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's got a broken clavicle, and I was like,
collarbone
dude,
is
I'd fucking sue him, dude. I'd sue the shit out of the hospital.
Fucking what?
Sue the fucking hospital for fucking putting an autistic guy on a fucking bus and sending him to Memphis.
Oh,
like what the fuck? Like who does that?
I thought
like,
you were talking about the hospital.
I was talking about Jesus for taking the spirits out of the people of Memphis and putting. I would sue Jesus.
Sue Israel for inventing Jesus.
Yeah, for Palestine.
Who did this?
So does he normally live at a homeless shelter? What's the deal there?
So
does he live with his grandpa? What's the deal? Why
he
did the
lived with his
hospital send
grandpa
him-
until he got in like an altercation with his grandpa, and then he was homeless for a little while. And then the judge says he can't go live with his grandpa anymore, so they were trying to figure something out. And they had him living in a motel, and then shit got weird, and then, like he's just like homeless and autistic and schizophrenic and shit. And
by
like,
weird, you mean like he found a secret note leading him to an eldritch mystery that then
it was actually a wardrobe that he went through, and he was led to another world. There was a guy in there, you might have heard of him, Mr. Tumnus, I believe is his name.
So he was molested. I'm
yes,
very sorry.
Yeah, Mr. Tumnus is.
I know all the code words. Go to Narnia and meet Mr. Tumnus.
Mm-hmm. And the Snow Queen, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, she's got the best blow though, and them titties. Yeah. Them titties, like wow. God damn. Did the Snow Queen have nice titties? I don't even remember.
No.
I've seen Narnia once.
No.
Was she flat? Was she look flat as a board?
I know she was.
Yeah, she. I mean, I don't know. She wasn't that good.
If
looking.
I Google Snow Queen's titties,
she's not gonna be like fucking.
If I
huge.
Google Snow Queen's titties, Will,
I know that the hold on.
Snow Queen
In the parody
titties.
In the parody that was done by like the Epic movie people or whatever, she was played by that chick who played like Stifler's mom, and she has
The old
nice
woman?
titties.
Like the old woman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stifler?
She still does stuff.
Yeah,
Stifler's
you're not
mom.
old enough to know who Stifler is, are you?
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
Stifler
American
is the
Pie
American
reference.
Pie.
Stifler's mom.
Has got it going on.
Yeah, that's
She's
the
all
song.
I want.
You
and
know
I've
this,
waited
right?
so long.
No.
Wait, was she the woman from Stacy's mom?
No. I don't
Okay.
think so.
I spelled
I thought
titties
we were
wrong. Hold
guessed.
on, we're still getting
But you
this. but I
spelled
spelled-
titties wrong. It's
Because
got two T's.
I
The
put
lion, the witch, and the
In the middle.
The lion, the
Damn,
warrior,
all
and the
right.
witch's
Total.
titties.
the fucking. Hey, you know
3
what?
T's, 2 T's.
Google knew what I wanted. All right,
All right.
it's
you
okay.
typed it enough. We know.
It's okay. Actually,
He's just been watching porn this whole time. He Googled it like 5 seconds into this. And
I actually already
he's
had it
just been
pulled
like,
up.
"Ooh,
Yeah.
Damn. And it's just been scrolling through
She's
it.
not that good looking, from what I remember.
I mean, hey, you say what you want.
That
but,
is
like,
not her.
As an AI illustration.
I know it is, but it is Snow
Okay,
Queen
pull
with
up
some
the
titties.
movie
Wearing-
lady
with
right
nice
now.
titties in the snow. She's played by that really androgynous chick.
Is she the fucking
I
woman
don't.
from?
I don't know who she is.
Yeah.
Put-
The woman from all the porn.
No.
Okay, we're talking about a different
The chick who
androgynous
played
chick.
like Galadriel in like the Lord of the Rings movies.
Oh God, she ain't got no titties.
Yeah, she's
She's
kind
like,
of like
we're talking like
skinny
A
and
cups, like nothing.
She's kind of skinny. She's like tall. She's got kind of a really bony, squarish face.
I'm gonna have to specify Narnia. is
She
what I'm gonna
also
have to do.
played like Gabriel in like Constantine.
Damn, you weren't lying. She got no titties. What the fuck? Patrick put up the Snow Queen with her no fucking titties. God damn, look at that. That don't
Yeah.
even look like a woman. That's disgusting.
No, I wouldn't.
That's
say
fucking
that.
disgusting.
I
That's
wouldn't-
barely human.
I wouldn't go that far.
I mean, she's got
God
she's
damn.
got a negroid face. That's not a Caucasoid
We're
skull
definitely
shape.
demonetized now.
We describe things anymore.
Yeah, she's that's not a Caucasoid face shape. That's all I'm saying. It's what's the other one? What was the other one that they had? It was Negroid, Caucasoid, and what was the last one?
Oh
Oriental.
no.
What was the
Mongoloid?
Mongoloid? There we go. Yeah, she's got more of a Mongoloid type of look to
Is
her.
that supposed to be Asian?
Yeah, those the Mongols, the Asian. So Mongoloid was
okay.
originally like a descriptor for Asian people. You, in particular, you have like a Mongoloid look to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eric's got a
On
very...
the hierarchy of racism, where does that put me?
that puts you like right between Caucasoid and Negroid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like second class.
Yeah, you're second class citizen. Just like in
Okay.
real
You're
life.
not, you're not
I mean,
white all the way, so you're not on the top. That's,
I mean
that's
he's
always-
like... You're...
I'm entirely Northern European.
No, I mean like you're not even like
the least
any of
white
them.
I get is French.
Yeah, you're like the Ubermensch though. You're like
I'm
you're
perfect.
You're like whatever Hitler wanted. What was the fucking thing? You're Aryan. You're an Aryan individual. I'm a
Yeah.
Caucasoid individual, and Will is a Mongoloid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Was Mongoloid a thing that they used to refer to retards as?
No.
I'm gonna come to the show one day and going, "Hey guys, I studied head shape measurements."
Phrenology.
Yeah, phrenology.
Eric's very well versed in it. Actually, we've
Yeah.
already been over this. Eric knows all about phrenology. Eric, did you see the newest episode of the show where I put your face in it?
That was like 3 episodes ago.
Okay, well, I was like, whatever.
It's not new. We already discussed
Okay,
this.
yeah. I mean, I was going to ask what you thought of your facial shape when I
you
changed
got caught where I like turned and put the jacket on over the,
Yeah,
the
I was
thing.
gonna
How many
ask
weeks
you-
have we missed?
One.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been more.
Well, you'd know if you listen to the show.
He doesn't. And I don't blame him. I don't listen to the fucking show.
It's trash. I listen to it every time it comes out. I know.
Sometimes I listen to it.
The weird part is
I
the show
thoroughly
is
enjoy
growing. The show's awful and it's growing. I don't know why. On Spotify, it's just growing now. We're actually getting we're shown to like 45,000 people a week or something. And it's just really growing. I showed you the fucking demographics or the analytics or whatever, and you were like, these analytics are useless. I was
Yeah.
like, they are. I have no idea.
Terrible analytics.
I have
It,
no
it was
idea.
about as comprehensive as looking at the stocks in the stock
it
market.
was it was the equivalent of key jangling in my face.
It really was.
Is
It
the
was
Dow
like,
Jones bad? Is the Dow Jones good? I don't understand. Where's all my money going?
let's see what else we've got in the
At
news,
least
boys.
it's not cryptocurrency.
not my money.
President Trump has been issuing executive orders aimed at restructuring the federal government. Notably, he has directed federal agencies to provide lists of underperforming employees and has revoked former President Joe Biden's access to classified intelligence briefings.
It's just petty.
That is kind of petty, isn't it? Like, just be like, yeah, you're not, yeah, fuck you.
You're not cleared anymore.
He did get rid of the fucking hot water heater thing. Now your hot water heater is safe, Eric. You remember the hot water?
Mine was never gas powered.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Mine's been electric the entire time I've been there. I've installed
then why
a new
did you
one
care
since
so
then.
much? You
That
went
was him.
Oh, okay.
That was him. He cared.
Okay.
Remember?
Well, he cares about everything.
He was
That's
burning-
kind of his MO. I mean,
He was going out into the electric company and he was burning that big lowercase t in their front yard. Remember?
was that the
Yeah,
one where he
for,
had like the
time to change, you know?
That's when I
Is
wore
that-
my ghost costume.
I was gonna say, is that when you wore the ghost costume, but you could like your right ear was like bloody on the ghost costume? I remember that. It was
I would shout and go, "I'm Casper."
I would pay good money to see a guy go out and burn a cross in front of like
Lowercase t.
a utility. Yeah,
Yeah,
a
lowercase
lowercase t. No, it's like the one with serif and everything, so it's very obviously a T. Like, it's just doing it wrong.
It's a
just out-
Sesame Street type of fucking tea.
That's like that would be like
God.
what's the guy who plays Borat? What's his name?
Sacha Baron
Yeah, that'd be
Cohen.
a Sacha Baron Cohen like bit to go out there and burn a lowercase t in like a KKK robe, but he's like talking about how he's just a ghost. He's Casper.
Yeah, he'd be like encouraging black people to come up and help him because he doesn't understand or something.
Yeah, his hat doesn't have like the
The
pointy bit
Amazing
on the top.
Racist already did
It's just
that.
rounded. Did he?
Well, kind of. Like,
Was it amazing?
I mean,
Okay.
it was kind of funny at the time.
Time. Okay.
Like, what he did was he went up to a gas station in a KKK uniform, And he would just ask random black people that he saw there, like, "Hey, can you give me money for gas? I'm go to my friend's burning later. You know, my friends are burning something later.
We're doing a burning later. Yeah, I need some gas.
He would take his like his outfit to a laundromat who had like a black guy on the counter. It was like, "Hey, I need you to like get this done. I go into an event later." And like the guy would like see it and be like, "What the?" and like throw the hood at it and be like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude?"
Did you see the fucking press conference yesterday? Like
no, but let me tell you one more.
Yeah.
My favorite one by far.
Hell yeah. This is better than talking about like the actual news.
Fuck
So
the news. News is depressing.
Please just say apparently dolphins.
apparently don't.
One more. Apparently dolphins.
They're different.
Yeah.
So this dude
We're
drives
different.
This dude drives to like a Home Depot basically, and like he's like, "Hey, you guys need a job?" And like a bunch of Mexican dudes gets in his car, and he just drives to the immigration
Yeah,
office.
he drives in, they all
and
jump out and leave, yeah.
and just scramble.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What do you think about deportations? Do you think there's a lot of like people getting deported out of Mississippi?
Out of Mississippi,
there aren't. I don't know.
I don't
Are
know
there?
what our population of immigrants are.
It feels like there's a lot, right? Feels like there's a
No.
lot. You work at a factory. Has nobody just disappeared?
no.
Yeah, how many more Browns are there like you?
Yeah.
No, I'm just
And
kidding.
they're all there. That's what the factory's for.
I haven't
Sorry,
noticed.
non-whites.
yeah.
Non-whites. I'm
There
sorry.
aren't any like
Mongoloid and Negroids. How many of you Mongoloids and Negroid work for your Aryan and
Jesus.
Caucasoid bosses?
how does Hispanic people fit into that?
They would
they'd
be
Caucasoid.
no, God no. Hispanic people? No,
Wait.
they're Mongoloids.
Like
What?
Hispania, like Mediterranean.
No, like
Spanish
Spanish people. I thought you were talking about like Mexicans.
Yeah.
You know, like Spanish people, they're
yeah,
Caucasoids.
like Mexican people.
Mexican,
Mexican
people would
people
be
are-
half Caucasoid, half Mongoloid,
Yeah,
because they're
Which
half Native
is,
American, half Spanish.
which is like honestly like that's
Yeah,
like the
but what-
devil's threesome of race.
I know. Where's
Yeah,
that
I
put
mean, they're
them?
not people, if that's what you're
Yeah,
asking.
they're not. They're not.
but
they're not
like,
people.
no, but
It's,
what do you call them?
an abomination is what you call them.
You
So
don't
they don't
have
have
to
like
sin
a catchy
against
name. They
God.
don't have a catchy name.
Let me see. Let me Google and see what.
No, there's just the three categories. That's it. Like all of humanity is broken down to three.
I mean, I just feel like if,
I'm
if
serious,
you guys are
I'm
gonna
gonna
do this,
Google
you should be
Caucasoid,
accurate.
Negroid, and Mongoloid. That's it. They were dumb, and I'm pretty sure this concept was made up before America was even a thing. And if it wasn't, then they just assumed that all the Native Americans were Asian.
well,
or something.
according to
or Jewish. Some people are
Google.
idiots. And they're all idiots. Fuck it.
according to Google, genetically, there's no such thing as a Mexican, so they just don't exist. So that's that. There you go. That answers that question.
Cool.
It would just be depending
Everything
on.
south of the border is a lie. There's nothing down there.
What does that even mean?
After Texas, it's nothing.
Well, it means the Earth is flat and the moon is a projection.
Yeah, like when you get to the end of Texas,
Oh.
there's no such thing as any other country.
Hey.
That's all propaganda.
Should have changed
Have
the
you ever
topics.
been
Did you
to
see
Russia?
that? Did you see the final experiment?
Ooh, here's Quora saying, "Are us Mexicans Caucasoid or Mongoloid?" Mexicans are on average approximately 60% European and 40% Native American and 3% West Africa.
What?
That makes sense.
Okay.
None of this makes sense.
No, that number makes sense
How?
because they're about half and half. As the tiny percentage
They're
of
unique.
West African making you mad?
No, it's the 60,
See-
40, 20.
No, it's 60-42.
Oh, okay. I heard 20.
If you classify
Like
some
3%.
Mexican
That
skulls,
doesn't
they
make
would
sense.
be
That's
look
102%.
West Eurasian, aka Caucasian on average. So they are Caucasoids.
Oh, okay.
Mexicans
Because
get to
they're
be
a
Caucasoids.
majority,
Yeah.
on average.
If you
a
ask a
majority.
Nazi, Mexicans are going to generally be Caucasoids.
Well,
There's
good for
some
them, I
people who are
guess.
Good
still
for them.
mostly Mayan.
Is that like?
They're not Aryans, but they are Caucasoid.
I'm confused. So like on the Nazi tier, does that make them approved? Are they approved?
No,
They'd be honorary Aryans, right?
no.
You don't think so? The Japanese got that, and the Japanese
They would
look
have been
way
betrayed.
worse. Well, yeah, sure, but I mean, they're
They
Mongoloids.
betrayed the Russians, dude. You think they're gonna let them?
Everybody betrays the Russians. Even the Russians betray the Russians.
I
That's
think
what they're famous
Russians
for.
are definitely whiter than Japanese people.
Did you see the picture of that guy who's like the
Depends on where you are in
Russian the Russian like whatever to Yugoslavia?
A
Did you
what?
see that picture of that guy? There's like a picture of the guy who's like the what do you call him? Like the whatever to the UN from the United States?
Ambassador?
Yeah, it's like an ambassador from Russia. It's like a picture of him from the side, and he just looks like an ape, like or like a.
They sent like the head of someone's bodyguard unit as their representative.
I don't know, but he looks like prehistoric. Like he looks really fucking weird. I'm gonna see if I can find him.
Fucking inhuman Slavs.
Ambassador? Is that what you said?
Representative, ambassador. I don't know how the UN
Diplomat.
like naming conventions.
Damn,
work.
I'm trying to find like. I put in Russian cafe man ambassador.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't know how that happened. What caveman? What's another word for caveman?
Neanderthal.
Yeah, Neanderthal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
yeah.
Neanderthal.
I don't know.
Damn.
It's one of those things where I think the language that word comes from, it actually is one of those.
Is Neanderthal racist?
No, it's a group of humans.
Is Homo sapien fucking?
Yeah, it has homo in it. Of course it is.
I was about to say, it's
racist.
Was there a single word for hating the LGBTQ plus movement?
Single word? No.
Homophobic?
No. There's not like, because
it's
it really
using the
depends on what
term
you fucking hate.
Homo sapien, homophobic, or do you just not understand what words mean?
Damn, what's that word again that you just told me?
Homophobic.
Neanderthal.
Yeah. That's how my brain works. I just forgot it. Oh, yeah. If I type it into Twitter, that immediately goes, yeah, and then the Russian Neanderthal. I don't know what I'm looking for. This man right here, what is his name? Hold on. The Russian member of parliament, Nikolai Valuev, has been banned from entering Azerbaijan over his anti-Azeri remarks. Patrick put up a picture of the Russian member of parliament, Nikolai Valuev. My man looks like a Neanderthal.
Oh my God, he does look like an ape.
There's
Like,
some strong.
holy shit.
Look at that shit from the side. Look at that.
God.
Just God
Wow.
damn.
Brow.
Yeah, those cheeks.
Holy shit.
Like, do you think is that plastic surgery?
Gotta be right.
to
Surely.
make him look like an ape?
Like, I don't know. Like, do you,
Well, I mean, we've all seen botched plastic.
Yeah,
surgery.
maybe
Looks
he
like
just-
a monkey trying to figure out what a phone is.
We've all seen botched
He's like holding
plastic
the phone
surgery.
all weird.
Look up. Damn, who's that chick? The chick from The Boys.
Whoopi Goldberg?
Yeah.
I don't know any of the actresses off
The
Boys,
chick
I
from
don't
which
know
one?
why.
Which one? The Nazi woman or the good woman?
I think it's the good. It's the blonde chick.
Okay, well, that was a trick question. The Nazi woman is the good woman.
Oh.
So, the blonde chick, what's her fucking name? I don't know. The Star Bomb or whatever her name
Yeah,
is.
she got plastic surgery, and everyone's like, "Ooh."
Oh yeah, she looks fucking disgusting
Yeah.
now. Yeah, she destroyed herself. Fucking, what's her name?
The chick, the nice little chick who was in
Yeah,
white,
yeah.
who was at the very beginning.
Yeah, the
Good.
boy's blonde woman plastic surgery.
Why in fuck's name would she get plastic surgery? She looked.
She's gorgeous. I have no
Hollywood
idea why
pretty.
she would. Yeah, I have
I mean,
no idea.
because Hollywood. What do you mean?
Look at this shit, dude. Patrick, put up a picture of Erin Moriarty.
Give me the before and after.
I did. Look at that. That's before and after.
Yeah.
Ew.
Aren't you more turned on now,
she
Eric?
was cute. Now she
She
looks
was
like a
beautiful.
fucking whatchamacallit, a Kardashian.
Is that like a type of bug or?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's a type of dung beetle. It's a type of
Pretty much.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you know anything about the Kardashians? Is that like a thing that you like know anything about?
I know one thing. I knew nothing about them other than like the zeitgeist of them. Until
one's married. Well, one,
Okay, yeah, no.
Yeah, yeah,
we
no,
were
yeah,
asking
you
you
go ahead
questions.
and talk.
Will,
Yeah,
please.
go right ahead.
No.
Explain.
Yeah.
One was
No,
married.
tell me. No,
Kanye
explain.
West.
No, tell me
Apparently,
exactly what's going on.
dolphins. Yeah.
Yeah, they're different.
Yeah, they were different.
Anyway, as I was saying,
Yeah, Eric.
I did recently.
No, actually, I know a thing or two about Cardi, whatever her name is.
Cardi
she's,
B?
she's related to Kanye West.
I'm understanding that at some point she's going to drop something.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
No, but I think the Kardashians' dad was like the O.J. Simpson lawyer.
No,
Or
he was one
like,
of the
four.
5 lawyers.
Yeah,
that O.J.
he was
Simpson
one
had.
of them.
Yeah. So like, there's the famous
That's
one.
crazy. Yeah, the black dude with the Wookiee argument.
Yeah. The what? The Wookiee argument?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Wookiee defense. You know.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Patrick, please don't look that up and just don't put that on the screen.
But
Yeah, the Chewbacca defense.
Yeah.
Do in fact look up the sound
very
effect
famous.
for Chewbacca and just play that thing.
Okay. Patrick, play that like 10 times really fast.
Ooh, play the Chewbacca sound effect
Over the footage
every
of
time
the O.J.
Will
Simpson trial.
No, just play the Chewbacca sound effect every time Will uses the N-word from now on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Instead of editing it out, just put Chewbacca noise
Anyways,
over
what
it.
did you know about Cardi, whatever, the Kardashians? You said you knew
married.
something. You can't use that word.
Dude.
I know he's black, but you can't
if he
just...
gets to do whatever he wants, why can't I?
You're right. Twitter did really give him way
Did you
too
see
much
he's
power.
off his meds?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he's dropping another album.
I'm
is all
sorry,
that means,
has it
dude.
been a month since he took his meds? Of course he's off his meds.
Did you see what he did?
No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
he
Oh, God.
my man went
He bought
fucking
a Super Bowl commercial.
he went full racism on Twitter, just full racism.
He said, "I'm a Nazi. I
Yeah.
believe in Nazi stuff.
Yeah, like you want to talk about like Elon Musk is a Nazi.
By the way, I'm
shit-
autistic."
Yeah, shit that is hard to defend where there's no like being like, oh yeah, I wonder if Elon Musk is a Nazi. No, dude, Kanye West got on and was like, yes,
Hey.
I am a Nazi, and yes, I do hate the Jews.
Am I the only
And
one
Hitler was a
who's
great guy.
noticed this odd trend where a lot of people who are willing to say that they're Nazis in public are also willing to say that they're autistic in public?
It's
Yeah,
almost like people are using it as a defense for some reason.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say I use it as a defense, but I
perhaps
would just, it's more just like it's a
Nazis have
medical
always been
disability.
autistic.
It's not a,
Nazism is just a type of autism. It's a disease.
that's the spectrum.
need
The
to
spectrum
treat
is
these
Asperger's all the way
Trains
into
to
Nazi.
Nazism.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, I know what we should do. Everyone who's a Nazi, we'll just give them certain drugs. I'm thinking things like Adderall and the like, lots
Yeah.
of amphetamines.
yes.
And we'll let them get together, have their own group things. And oh, wait a minute.
Maybe ketamine.
on.
Yeah, group discussion. You know, you got to get them together. You know, as a matter of fact, we'll get those guys, and then they can do the numbers for the Jews when they get together. That's a yeah.
And
They'll
we'll
just
let them be in charge of the next group. And
were
we'll-
Nazis
yeah, then
good
we'll
bean
cycle-
counters?
I mean,
No.
the Jews they had at knife point were.
No,
Okay,
they're
that's what I was thinking. I was like,
no, they're constantly misrepresenting the number of the people killed in the Holocaust. They're terrible counters.
They can't keep that number
Yeah.
straight worth a damn.
like that's one of those
Or how
things,
many
right?
officers are supposed to be in this building.
Like how many?
Ever since after 1945, they could not keep track of their military officers. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, they were going all over the place.
Apparently, many of them were stationed in Brazil, but there was no paperwork for it. It was,
Honestly,
it was weird.
Is that a hack bit? Has anybody done that bit yet? Where like the
What?
Nazis, the real truth was the Nazis were actually just bad at accounting. They killed all the Jews that were doing
I'm
the
just
accounting.
waiting for
so
the
they
Ancient
just,
Aliens episode where it's like the Nazis disappear, like the officers who disappeared, taken by aliens.
ooh, yeah.
I feel
okay.
like that must already be a thing.
Where'd they take
It might
them,
not be
though?
an episode yet, but it's definitely a thing already.
Well, if you
It has
don't
to be.
recall,
If I don't recall.
the Galactic War.
Oh yes,
Dude.
okay, of course.
Clearly, they took them to Avalon.
You know, Galactic War 2, where we had to fight the Nazis from
And then
Earth.
That's
the
my
Nazis,
favorite. That's my favorite Galactic
You
War.
remember your
the
grandpa telling you
Nazis
about that?
with the Decepticons.
the one that had the tattoo?
Yeah, the Nazis with the Decepticons. Yeah,
They
yeah.
conquer
Yeah.
Shambhala.
yeah, the
Yeah.
one that had like the
Yeah.
number down his arm.
Yeah,
Or-
yeah.
yeah.
It had nothing to do with the war.
Grandpa McJoodle.
Yeah,
I
that
think is
had,
what,
no-
I think
that
is
had
what his
nothing
name
to do
was.
with the war. That was just his culture.
Yeah, Grandpa Mc.
Just his culture. What if that was a thing? The Jews start getting like the little tattoo of like the fucking the numbers on their arm.
We're taking it back.
Yeah, they're taking it back.
We're
Hell yeah.
reclaiming it.
Would you have ever like if you
like
were a tattoo
young
guy?
Jews just getting tattoos
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
death camp numbers.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
dude. What if that becomes a
I
thing?
feel like that's a little disingenuous. I don't think that's a stolen valor in the weirdest way. Like, one,
yeah.
you're not fooling anyone because no.
Fooling anyone. I don't
I mean, if you were born in a
yeah.
concentration camp, you're in your like 70s now.
Did they tattoo the babies? They give them
I
like
mean,
a
the
number.
ones they didn't chuck
Oh, yeah.
immediately into
Yeah,
the
they
furnace.
did.
I
Did they?
assume
Okay.
so,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, do you even worry about tattooing them, or you just like kill them immediately? You know, like
It just depends on what you have time
Well, I
for.
know there's a couple of.
it really depends if you've got to get brunch today.
I mean, that's how it was.
Yeah.
Depends on what camp you're in, man.
I mean, just think you're a German guy. You're like, ass. I've got a Helga. He wants me at home at 6. These too many babies. I'll just shoot the rest.
I watched that
I mean-
fucking movie.
That's just how it went.
It depended on what camp you were in too. One, the guard might come by and go, "Oh, what a beautiful baby," and then keep walking. The next one might go, "Oh, what a beautiful baby," and then huck a grenade in your room. Like
Yeah.
it really depends. Like you really don't get to choose too well.
The
on
Schindler's
that one.
List movie had that guy who just sniped people for random sport.
Yeah, that scene rules. Too.
And that apparently was like a real thing that happened.
Yeah, it was a real guy.
There was a dude
He was a
who
real man.
would just take out a saber and cut Jews that were standing in line because, well, how many times are you going to get a chance to cut people with a saber?
Oh my God,
Especially all those pregnant women. I always wanted to get 2 for 1.
The irony
Like
of
that was the kind of shit that was going on sometimes.
I cut myself with a saber like 2 weeks ago
Oh yeah,
on
actually,
my thumb.
Where?
Like, yeah,
Where do you have a saber?
Reed has one downstairs.
Reed does.
Reed
Oh,
bought
did you get
one.
one recently?
Yeah, he bought a saber.
Cold Steel.
He bought it from Cold Steel.
Oh,
And I
that
was-
copycat.
I was playing
because
with
I
it.
showed him mine.
Is that right?
Yeah, remember I brought it here.
No, I don't remember.
I showed it to him, and he was fascinated
I'm
that I
way
actually
too
got
gay
one.
to
Do you not
care.
remember when I like waved it around with my dick?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do.
He tied
Remember,
his
but I can only remember the
voluminous-
dick part.
Well, it's
Really stretchy
prehensile.
penis
It's
around it.
prehensile.
I don't remember.
It's very
the,
stretchy too. I gotta admit, like it like you see it and it's just there, and then he just reaches out with it and it just extends.
We
It's-
see what we
it's
want to
crazy.
see. I don't even remember like the sword.
His
I remember
penis
your
is like
penis.
Galactus. You can't really understand or conceive it.
Oh,
So
okay.
you just see what you think
I
it should
got
look like.
pissed.
Oh, okay.
So
is that what
badly.
Galactus is about?
my
Yeah, but
God.
yeah, I
God.
He's all
tried
about
to put
that
it
life.
in the. I tried to put it in the scabbard,
Oh God, you
and
got
then
right on your
I
thumb there. Ow.
Yeah, and I
How many
didn't
stitches
realize.
Did you need? How many stitches you need?
None. I just didn't get stitches. Like
Well,
I
if it
should
wasn't
have
that-
probably, but I didn't.
I mean,
feel
if it was
that.
only a week ago and it wasn't that
It was
deep,
2
then
weeks ago.
Yeah, it seems like it probably hurt a little bit.
Yeah,
but
I've got like a scar there now.
Did you like get like glue?
No, I didn't do anything. I just went and got
Damn, you
gauze
didn't
and
even
wrapped
you
it.
didn't even do basic first aid.
Nah.
I mean, you put.
I was just waiting to die. I was just trying to I was like, well, if this kills me, I get to go out by sword.
Damn, like
He
I
was
cut
just
myself with a
rubbing his
machete
hand.
one time, and I at least got some glue and just like
Nah.
tried to like
Nah,
glue
I'm
the
not.
skin.
We
Like
got some
glue?
Elmer's glue.
Yeah.
We got like some
like
Elmer's glue.
normal glue.
Yeah, dude. Like
Not
just
like-
medical glue
like
of any
craft
kind.
glue, you know?
No, just some like non-toxic glue.
Yeah.
That's not what the non-toxic part means. It means it's not toxic if you accidentally eat some of it. Not if you put it directly in your fucking bloodstream, you fool.
I'm here.
He's fine.
Uh-huh.
He's
Now we know why he's a
Elmer's
communist.
glue. Smearing
No,
Elmer's glue in
Eric,
your
I'm a
wound.
communist because I'm poor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You get
fair
cut by a
enough.
sword, and Will's like, I got this. He just pulls out like a gallon of Elmer's glue and just starts pouring it all over you.
You're poor.
Yeah.
You inject Elmer's glue into your bloodstream. You become a communist.
Yes.
I mean, it's,
It's
no
a
no
hard
worse
cycle.
than MAGA followers with their let's put bleach in our bloodstream.
The
Oh,
glue
yeah.
is the.
Don't worry. No one here has a monopoly on idiocy. That's the one truth of every single government system in the
Speak
world.
for yourself.
You guys have. I
idiocy.
got it. I got it.
Yeah, you gotta
I
pee.
got
Go
it.
pee. There, you can go pee right out there. There's a bunch of outside right there. You can go pee at.
No communists or capitalists will stop you from peeing this day, good sir.
But yeah, I was trying to put the sword into the scabbard, and then I'm so used to swords not being sharp that I just didn't treat it like it was sharp because it's like nobody has a sharp sword anymore.
Oh,
So I was just kind of like, okay, yeah, I just ran it across my thumb trying to like get it in the scabbard and cut my fucking thumb open. And immediately it was like, oh great, I'm bleeding everywhere.
I think 3 out of like 5 of my swords are properly sharp.
See, I mean like, yeah, but you're like the one guy I would actually expect to have a sharp sword.
Yeah,
I mean,
to
how
be
many
fair,
other
there's
people do
also
you know?
functioning rifles in there too. So
How many
yeah.
people do you know that have like a sharp sword just on hand?
I guess Reed.
Yeah, pretty much him. How many more?
Okay. First, I gotta go through the short list of people I know who have swords.
It's not a long list. Even though we're in
No.
Mississippi, it's not a very long list.
Okay,
People here have deagles. They don't have fucking swords. Nobody buys a sword
does a
anymore.
rapier count? Because it's
Yeah, that counts.
pointy.
That
I mean,
counts.
because it's not supposed to have an edge, but also
The dog fucking stinks, dude.
Oh, does she?
She needs a fucking bath.
I promise you, she doesn't stink nearly as fucking much as that goddamn German
You
Shepherd.
spray her
with
with
a
this shit.
goddamn
Spray her
GI
down.
tract infection.
What? You have a German Shepherd
with a
G-
GI tract infection.
That's
yes.
probably great.
Showed up at the clinic I worked at today. It shit itself.
Really.
Yes, it was
Big
very
surprise.
sick. It was very sick, and it had very thick fur,
Hot. Okay.
and it was getting a bath that day. So
I know a couple of people that would be really into that. You like selling?
Oh,
you,
messy
like,
tails.
yeah. You. I know a couple of people that are buying. If you're interested,
I should have videoed it. My bad. I didn't.
we can put it up
realize
on the channel.
I left that money sitting on the table
Yeah.
at work. I could have videoed that sick dog shitting itself.
That's why we
could have been making so much money.
We could have been millionaires.
Will, you got to get in on this. Sick dogs shitting themselves fetish sites.
We'll just make that. That's all we're gonna make the YouTube channel from now on.
Yep,
It's not gonna be a
pivoting in
podcast anymore.
We're pivoting hard in that direction.
Yeah. The stock owner, the stock, the people who own stocks in the company have spoken. I can't remember what they're called. I want to call them stock
Patrons?
lenders. No, like just Brazilians. The Brazilians have spoken, and they want hardcore dog shitting itself content.
Well, I have to tell you, if there's anyone to compete with Japanese degeneracy, it's the Brazilians.
I do want to make it clear that it is the top officials in the Brazilian government. Goiaba has not weighed in on this.
Not yet, but I guarantee you,
Also,
I know
our
how they're
other
going to
channel
answer.
artist is Brazilian too, isn't he?
Yeah, Brenzolas. Yeah, they're both.
Why are all of our channel artists Brazilian?
Because we don't have to pay them much money. They're
they're both great. So
they're
I guess
third world brown people. I can give them $10 and they can live on that for a week.
Don't say
I
that.
don't think that.
What do you think they're what?
Don't say they're third world.
Oh, I'm
That's
sorry.
mean.
Okay, they're third world white people.
to be fair-
You're right. They're Spaniards. They're from Spain. They're white. They're Caucasoids.
No, it's just that the third
I
world
think we
thing
just
is
established
like
a minute ago they are technically Caucasoid.
Yeah, well, apparently dolphins.
They're different.
All right, whatever. That's the end of the show. Thanks for listening, folks. Bye.
All right.